Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. Before I get into the topic of this video, if you haven't already, check out my Patreon, which is going to be linked in the description below and also in the card on top right to support all the work I do on my channel. So with that said, we're going to get into this new project, and boom, there it is. 2 more 5.5 gallon tanks, and they're going to go right in this section right here. This tank, which right now is only holding at least a good 100 baby shrimp, is going to leave there, and the water in there is going to get dumped outside into the pond so I could grow out some shrimp. So the past 4 days I've been using this little water bottle trap. So it's just a Gatorade bottle. The lid goes right on there. Push it down so it locks. I would drop some food in there. Drop it in sideways inside the shrimp tank, and I'd collect all the shrimp, and they were moved into this. So this right here is now the shrimp tank. Let me just focus on here. So you can see all the babies right there. There's, one right there. There's a lot of adults, as you can tell, but the amount of babies in here is ridiculous. I have a lot. They're hard to see though. I also have some ram's horn snails and assassins, but the assassins are getting the ram's horns. Alright, so that tank's gone. Whatever's left in it's going to go outside. I'm just going to put that tank downstairs. It's not going. I don't think I'm going to put anything in it. And then these two are going to be put right there. Sponge filters, 1 in each. And that's going to be it. So, let me get to it. Alright guys, 2 hours later and I'm finally done. So, just to recap of what I did, I got rid of the 5 gallon long over here that had the shrimp in it, and I set up 2 more 5.5 gallons right over here. Before I did that, down here the way they're set up, this is just to keep it level. I had to raise it up a little bit, but this is a 2x8 that runs across for the tanks to sit on. As you can see, the desk isn't very level, so that's why I didn't want it that way. And then on top of that is a piece of plywood, just so the tanks aren't twisting on there. That way it keeps the tanks level as well. And then I went and added a 2x4 underneath the desk, just for some extra strength. It can support it, and then I zip tied the circuit breaker, the power strip right here, where everything plugs into. And that 2x4 will support if anything ever happens. Just some extra strength on that. So now the setup is 30 gallon. Each of these are 5 gallon breeder boxes that are spilling into the back part over there. Then we have the 5.5 gallon shrimp tank, which has a lot of shrimp. Some of the adults over there. There's another adult right here. There's a little shrimplet right there. There's a lot of shrimplets. Oh, there's one swimming right there on the screen. So when I feed them, these guys go crazy. You see them everywhere. The little ones are just all over the place. 2 days ago, they molted, and they started their whole breeding behavior again. So here's a shrimp tank quick. And these guys will soon be up for sale as well. I'm thinking, don't quote me yet, might change, maybe $1 a piece on the shrimp. This tank, this is the koi guppies, or the king koi gene. I have 1 male, 1 female in here, and then the other one, which I believe is the one up here, is a superior red female, and that's my little experiment with her. So as soon as I know she's pregnant, she's getting moved into one of the breeder boxes to give birth. Alright, so here are my superior reds. I have 5 in this tank. Yes, 5. So my original male, my original female, and some fry that I never mentioned about, and they're starting to color up. So these are the future breeders. And then in this tank right over here, I have 6 very young superior reds. Those might be for sale soon as well. All the tanks have acrylic tops. This one, these has support brackets just because I cut it a little too small, but it's supporting the tank, the lid. This one has an acrylic lid. Same thing with this one. That one, I ran out of acrylic, so I have a little piece in the back so the sponge filter isn't splashing everywhere. So I did run out of acrylic for it. I thought I had more, but I have no idea where I left it. And I, at the moment, don't have money for more acrylic just for one tank. So what I might do in the meantime is just put some saran wrap, move the acrylic piece over here, and then saran wrap the back part. Yeah, it's not going to look nice, but it's what you got to do sometimes. So that's where I sit with that now. I'm also trying to get my hands on another pair of the koi guppies. And if that does happen, 2 of these tanks will be for the koi guppies, for breeder pairs, and then the grow out tank over here. I actually did count the shrimp that were in the 5 gallon long, and I counted 127 of them that are now in the pond outside to grow out. So I'll see how that goes. And I moved a bunch into here, so there's about, I want to say about 40 shrimp in here that are growing out. So that's what the fish room looks like right now. I'm very happy actually with the setup. So let me just see if I can move back and show you what it looks like. So I have more room on my desk now, just got to clean it up. Haven't gotten to that part yet, so everything over here is still a mess. Everything just sitting around. Just did a water change in all the tanks while I was at it. The covers for the tanks that they come with. So that's the next step, is just to start cleaning everything out. I did mention the other day that some assassin snails somehow got into the 30 gallon long, and I just want to show you all the shells from all the pond snails that they've been eating. So this is what damage or work one assassin snail could do. Recently I've noticed that there's 2, so I think that a second one moved over. But that's all I've seen, is just 2 assassin snails total. And that's what they did. So if you ever have a snail problem, assassin snails are the way to go. And that's what this tank has. There's assassin snails in here and my shrimp. And I threw in some ram's horns for them to eat on. Some more baby shrimp all over the place. This tank was covered with algae on the side because I had it 24/7. Downstairs, the light always on. And the shrimp destroyed it. They ate all the algae, which is perfect. Anything else to note? I have some assassin snails in here as well. They just look like there's a lot more because of the reflection. There's only 6 in there. 5 in here, 3 in here, and endless amount of shrimp. So if you guys have any questions, make sure to comment down below. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you haven't checked out my Patreon account, check that out if you want to donate towards my Patreon and support the work I do with my fish room. What else do I want to mention? Oh, in regards to the Patreon, I'm only going to put 1 video on there each week. The way it works is, depending on how much you donate, say you put $1 per video that I upload, that's how much it would be coming out. And if you set a $5 max for every month, you're only donating $5 throughout that whole month. So if I upload 6 videos, you're capped off at that 5. It's not going to be another extra $1. Likewise, what I'm going to do, even if I upload 6 videos throughout the whole week, only 1 of them is going to be for the donations. Everything else I'm doing free. But YouTube, everything's free. So Patreon's only if you want to donate. But Patreon's only if you want to donate. But everything else will remain exactly the same. I'll still do videos for free. Comments, subscribe, email me, anything. I'm here for you guys. We got to build a community. We got to stick together. So until next time, guys.